All right. So let's take a quick peek at what happened at the very end, off channel, off the game. So I think I wrote here, as the webbing is punctured to view its contents, because you guys were going to see what was moving in the cocoon. Obviously, it's a medium-sized humanoid, and it's just from its shape. You got 2 arms, 2 legs, a head. It's all wrapped up in the cocoon, and there's movement. You don't know how much of it was linked to the spiders moving around and jostling it, and how much internally. But it becomes apparent that the translucent skinned humanoid wrapped in the ropey shroud is not the source of movement. No, it becomes quite obvious that the humanoid is quite dead. Another of the strange race of assailants previously vanquished, fallen victim to the enormous spider. The source of the movement is an energetic blast that darts free of the now unsealed confines. It moves directly at Zed, striking him flush in the forehead and bursting in a flash of lights. Motes begin to rapidly orbit his skull for an instant as the shock takes him to his knees. Lights burst out in all directions from the display and scatter throughout the room as his head is wreathed in darkness. And then Zed kind of either goes to a knee or falls down, and a period of time that he's not certain of goes by. But everybody else can see that Zed is down for about 30-40 seconds, and he's not unconscious, but it's clear that he's quite dazed, and all attempts to kind of, hey, are you okay, and what happened, and this and that, kind of go by the wayside. He's kind of like staring off. It's almost like he's mesmerized by something, or stunned. Stunned might be a better word. You've got these lights kind of like sprayed out in the area in the room. Also, I'll give you a description of the room again. Now that there's calm, there is a gigantic spider and 2 dead dog-sized spiders in the room. In addition to this, but turquoise ceramic tiles adorn the walls and floor of this room. In the middle, which rests a large octagonal bathing pool with a 2-foot-high raised lip. Pristine water pours into the pool from smiling stone face carved into an overhanging wall. Now you notice that is definitely illusionary. The water exits through a small circular drain in the east end of the pool. A narrow stone ledge encircles the ceiling, which is hidden behind a tangled mass of thick webs. Suspended from the webs and the ropey filament is a cocoon humanoid that dangles 5 feet above the pool's glassy surface. So now that you see, the pool is probably about 3 to 4 feet deep, plus the 2-foot lip, which is how this spider could actually have hidden down in it. The layer of the illusionary water is about 6 inches from the top of the lip, and you notice that there is runes all the way around the lip of the pool. And the runes spell out the same runes that, in the same order, that are on the map. You also have a gear door that is letter J, which you have a key for. And that is your setup.
Well, despite Aevus feeling like crap, she's checking on Zed. Because the healer in her.
I had completely forgotten what day it was.
That's okay, Sky.
It's Monday! Well, you come to a face full of Aevus that looks like shit, but yeah. You're welcome.
And where you are, Sky, is the gear door J or gear door D.
Quickly launch.
So am I having that
Yes.
theme about people?
Vuzawuthaquan, yes, goes through your head. And that is, if you listen to that and kind of think about it, think of all the different elements that are in it. Don't go verbatim events that have happened and stuff like that, but just just consider the different elements of it that have kind of wound into our story. So if you were having a dream based on what you've experienced over the last, say, 60 to 90 days, a lot of the same elements would have occurred. And then the human mind tends to take those elements and then disjoint them and give them kind of like different faces and stuff like that. So if you think back on that story, it starts off with a usurer or a moneylender. Of course, that's how our campaign began. You saved the life of a moneylender. Then you're going through this little incident right now. And of course, the thing that just happened to you also kind of sort of happened to him. You've got the ending.
Yeah, it didn't end well for him.
No, it didn't end well for him, but the ending was also kind of like creatures that you haven't really experienced yet, but you've kind of seen it from peripherally with the golden statuette, which you also had waking visions of, and the ooze creature with the tentacled head, kind of the cephalopods, kind of the same kind of decorations in the Temple of Shithakwa, the mummy that you guys didn't really explore, the mummified humanoid, was also kind of had the same kind of tentacled head. So there's a lot of similar elements that all blended together in that kind of waking dream that you just had.
Okay. But I have a tangible little mini universe.
Yes. And you know exactly how it works. I think I made it the item.
Yeah.
Okay. Does what I wrote, because I made that one up based off of another one.
It works. Yeah, like an arcane bond. It works the same, so it fits exactly within the class.
Okay, and then the secondary part of that, where you sacrifice a bit for gain a bit. Does that make sense to you?
Okay. That does make sense. All right.
Okay, cool. So Zed seems to be coming around, gathering himself. He's taking a lot of things in.
Like the dreams. One day we'll travel out the window. And I look around, no windows. Not today, I guess.
The closest thing you had to the window this morning was looking up through the trap door.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll shake out of it. Sorry. Intense dreams doesn't help being trapped in a dungeon without a lot of food.
Anybody know how to fix spider?
Let's see.
Could probably figure it out.
Tommy would
but-
see you fall down and wonder if you're okay, and she probably looks at Aevus and be like, "You don't look so good." I assume.
I'm sure I'll shake it off.
Yeah, Avis was changing tones and colors.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Okay. Oh. It's the dreams, I'm sure. Nobody else has these dreams?
Not that I know of.
Maybe I'm spending too much time with the
Where did
man
Arthur
in the
go?
plaza.
That's a concern. Arthur disappeared.
There he is.
I wouldn't wander too far.
There's also clearly a bit of magic in this room with the illusionary waterfall and the door. I don't know if anyone's actively searching out detect magic or anything like that.
Yeah, may as well. No reason not to.
Okay.
Well, especially after watching that event, it's probably good to investigate.
Yeah. So the When that event occurred, like things darted throughout the room, several items, and I will I put them in the party sheet. They are small, almost like it's like maybe quartzes or some kind of like small gemstones, and they're it's almost like the vibrancy and the color has been leached out of them. They're kind of almost like yellow gray in color. It's almost like if you've ever seen like a headlight on a car go from shiny and clear to being yellow and dull. It's kind of they kind of have that appearance. They still radiate a faint universal aura, and there's 4 of them scattered throughout the room.
Spellcraft identifies what spells making an effect on them, right?
Yep. Or just to identify them, period.
Yeah. Okay. I clicked the button. There we go.
All right. See what we got. We got Luna with a 20 and Asami with
Did it roll?
there we go, 19. All right.
Wow.
So you both know what these are. They are dull gray ioun stones. These are ioun stones that have been burned out or otherwise rendered all but powerless. They retain the ability to float in orbit and are useful as a target for spells such as continual flame, daylight, silence, allowing you to keep your hands free. So I was thinking that with these, if everybody took one, because Zed's kind of got his own now, that it could be a link to one another where I like playing with magic in this environment, having it do things that it normally couldn't do, but still based on the rules a little bit. So my thought with these items were like they don't necessarily have to be spinning around your head or something like that, but you could kind of attach them to your body somehow. They'll just stick to your skin, or you want to put one surreptitiously below a shirt, or if you want to have it spinning around your head, that's cool too. But they would allow you, in addition to holding a spell that you put up, would also allow anybody in this little network that you have to cast spells that wouldn't normally be able to be cast on anyone else except for yourself. Like, say, for instance, the shield spell is personal. Now somebody on your team who had one of these items attached to them, you would be able to impart that magic to them instead of yourself. And you just kind of get a sense of that. You already know that Zed has a link with Bakai, but these items here were based off of the shattering of the stone that attached itself to Zed. So it would also create a bit of a link with you and Zed and one another. So everybody put one of these dull gray ioun stones on your sheet, except for Zed, who's got his own.
So an example for what Asami has is Expedition Retreat, which is self-only.
Yes.
So I could cast it to the stone and say give it to Arthur or whatever, somebody in our party.
Precisely.
Oh, that makes it handy.
Exactly. And you could also use it to hold spells yourself, like as the intended purpose.
Aevus's will kind of rotate around her left wrist behind her shield.
Okay. Cool.
Can it hook on a belt, or is it
Yeah.
have no? Okay.
Yep, that is fine. You can attach it however you like to attach it. Like I say, it doesn't necessarily have to be orbiting. Just has to be on your person somehow. However you want it to attach to you.
Yeah, I'll put a rock on my belt right beside my hot poker.
All right.
Like a true hero, right?
Yeah. Like a rock and roll star.
Yeah.
The more that you see too, the more that you're in this area and you're kind of looking around, you can see that the pool, just based on looking through the illusion and stuff, it looks like it is capable of holding water, or it has held water. And then you've got the name of the runes, JAZIDRUNE, kind of circling the pool all the way around. Rune after rune after rune after rune, just a constant, every 4 or 5 inches all the way around. It probably says the word 8 or 10 times.
There's a question. If I had a spell that's a touch,
Mm-hmm.
can I deliver that through the stone?
No, you still have to touch.
The person, not the stone.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. That would be extremely handy.
That would be super handy.
Yeah.
So let's just, because I'm kind of winging this, let's just set up the rules for this. Like if you want to cast a spell that is personal, you'll have to deliver it by touch to somebody else. Does that sound fair?
But the stone allows me to do that.
The stone,
versus not.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Gotcha.
So Aevus is next to a J door?
Aevus is next
That's
to a
right.
J door.
And I'm tempted to use the key unless anybody else wants to try something before we move.
Let's,
Use the key.
Use the key.
As you're also examining things with the magical spectrum, there's magic on the pool as well. There's magic on the statue, the face. It is conjuration. And it is faint conjuration, but conjuration nonetheless.
Is it a face you can talk to?
You can try.
Say the name to it.
You're going to say...
Face? I'm a friend of... what is it?
JAZIDRUNE?
JAZIDRUNE.
Okay.
Hail JAZIDRUNE?
Okay, so when you say that, say the word JAZIDRUNE, water starts to come out of the mouth, like actual, real water. And it kind of blends with the illusion, but you can tell that it's almost like a negative on the TV screen, and it's kind of like the actual picture filling it out into the actual color.
Magic water?
It is conjured water, so it is fresh and pure, and it starts to fill the pool and clean the pool because there is rather large spider half in and half out of it. A lot of blood. And then there's also the body still hanging. We haven't really taken it down yet or anything.
Well, let's get it down.
Okay. Cut it down and then kind of like open it up, the cocoon sort of. You know for sure that there's no signs of life.
Then don't worry about cutting too deep.
Okay, it's definitely one of these creatures that you have encountered down here. The 3 that you've already fought and killed. This creature, he had a pouch. Let's see here. It also had 100 silver smear ducks in it. They're old, like 100 years old. The mintage, the overlord you don't recognize on the back, but they're definitely silver smear ducks. You can definitely spend them in the city. He had a leather.
Sell them to a collector?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't get that much more for them. It's Lankhmar is not a city that's steeped in its history so much. It's a piece of silver is a piece of silver, no matter who's stamped on it. The leather pouch, despite its age, seems pretty intact. almost like you could just use it like a regular. It's almost like a used pouch. And he also had a dagger. I didn't bother putting it on the sheet, but I'll just change that dagger to 3. And he's definitely dead from spider bites, and is definitely dead within the last, say, 4 or 5 days, it seems.
We're not going to fear him rising up, right?
It doesn't seem to be. The other ones were pretty recent. There may be another shadow lurking around here somewhere, but it wasn't lingering over his body like you had seen the other ones do. As you guys are kind of around gathering, I will do this here. This is a will save. The DC is going to be 20. Okay. So all of you, as the pool begins to fill, you get about a foot down to the bottom. A lot of the blood and detritus is washed away. You get a foot of like clean water as you're kind of examining the body, and you're kind of not really paying much attention. You get a voice from the pool that echoes. You're not really sure whether it's throughout the room or in your mind. It's kind of one of those strange magical effects that maybe has taken place down here, or maybe it's a spell, or maybe it kind of reminds you almost of a message spell. But you can. It seems to be coming from the pool, and it almost feels like you can hear it from the pool. But it's also just like in your head, like the message spell. And the voice, it's kind of like a dark, gravelly voice. Definitely humanoid. Definitely a person of some sort. And it starts with a bit of a chuckle. And it just says, if you survive your punishment in the accursed halls of these dismissed upstarts, you might be worthy candidates for guild consideration. Should the vanishing not take you before then, you can contact my servant, who will be watching over the locksmith to see that no harm comes to him. I can then be summoned to release the curse. And if you look in the pool, which, say, one of the 5 of you did, you kind of get a vision of a set of eyes, kind of like a cloudy murk. And Arthur, you've heard tale of Cormalian wizards using scrying pools to gaze upon places far away. But you've never heard of anyone so powerful as to gaze into a pool from a distance.
We look into it. Does it seem like it's looking at us?
Absolutely. All of you. And you all heard it. None of you were powerful enough to shunt it out of your mind.
Okay. So.
Oh, that was a strength check. That was wrong. That should have been a will save. All right, now everybody saves. Let's see here. So Usami was the only one who heard the voice in her mind. Everybody else heard the voice in the room.
I flunked the will save.
You flunked the will save, yeah. I rolled a strength check for everybody. No wonder it was so low.
I'm a wizard.
Yeah.
Poor Aevus. She's not a wizard. Look at.
I'm not a
You burnt my natural 20 on that.
I burnt your natural 20 and you still failed it. Actually, no, you passed. A natural. Well, you passed anyway. You passed on the regular check. Yeah, so Sami can identify the effect as a message spell, but you guys can also hear it throughout the room.
Which she uses all the time, so we're
Mhm.
familiar with how that works.
It wouldn't even make you roll. It's a cantrip. You know how it works. But you actually heard it echo like throughout the hall, and it's not like a loud. It's somebody talking to you, kind of bemused.
Can we tell that it's targeted to us individually?
Yes.
Or is it to anyone that approaches the statue? Okay.
It's the mention of the locksmith and his servant being with the locksmith, and that you can probably glean that it's some sort of sorcerer guild business. You remember the story? It was the sorcerers guild along with the thieves guild who shut this place down years and years ago.
Right, but we also know that the Sorcerers Guild won't take women, right?
Yes.
So myself and Luna are out.
Well, not necessarily. Guild consideration might come in different forms. You have to address this individual.
Assuming we survive.
Assuming you survive and your vengeance doesn't doesn't tear Lankhmar in two.
What punishment do we have to survive?
Yes.
Well, right now this whole place feels like punishment, so.
And there was also a mention of something else. Something that maybe Luna might be experiencing right now. The vanishing. And it's you guys have been up and around for probably half hour or so now, and
Aevus wants to go back to sleep.
Aevus wants to go back to sleep, and Luna's feeling not quite herself either. She's got her skin's kind of a little paler than normal, and you can kind of almost see a bit of a translucency to it. Not quite. A little bit of hair is falling out. You know that all these creatures are all they're all male. All these creatures that you fought so far, they're all male, and they're all bald, and they're all translucent.
Okay. So we just need to find some way to do, air quotes, defeat the dungeon?
I would think so.
All right. So nothing else in this room?
Just the D or the J door. The water fills to fills to about a foot below the lip, and runs for a bit.
Aevus?
I'm totally good with going through the J door at this point. I mean, we're kind of at the point of we gotta keep moving forward to something. You know?
You got the key. You're at the door.
Let's open a door.
All right. Anybody
I may regret it later.
anybody doing anything spells wise or anything else? Like I say, 30 minutes have gone by approximately. For
Secret doors I'm gonna search for.
Okay. You're going to use the wand, or you're gonna just search for them?
If it's gonna be a half hour, like if we know
No,
we're staying here a while,
like-
because we're
Like when you got up in the morning, you fought the skulks, you had to you you dissolve them. Then you came up here and you dealt with the trap, and then there's the spider. So yeah, probably
Yeah,
about 10 minutes or so. You can use the wand, or you can take 20 if you want.
I'll use the wand.
Use the wand. Okay, cool. You find a secret door right here.
Ding, ding, ding.
You checking around anywhere else as well?
As long as it's still going, yeah.
Yeah. How long does it last for? I think
What
like
level is the wand?
I think it's minimum level, so I think it's a second level spell.
Oh, a minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay.
Is it not 1 minute per caster level?
Yeah, 1 minute per caster level.
Do it and run and change directions.
Where are you
3
going?
minutes?
Everybody coming with you, kind of thing. Okay. Time out. On the other side of the trap there.
Oh, did we not go through the
Oh,
J
it's a
door?
first one.
Luna's on a. Just as you were about to, Luna, or probably a couple minutes before, Luna used the wand
Oh,
to search for secret doors as well. You don't have to necessarily open them. Now that you know you're there, you can. It gives you a leg up on opening them. That at the end of that hallway is the one that you're looking down to the east. That is a U door, so that's not a secret door. It's just a regular gear door. Then you go there. Nothing in range there, Luna, other than the secret door at the bottom. And then over to here. Let's see here. Nothing in range there. There is the U door, the R door.
Let's go. I'll go through these. I tell everybody about these doors.
Okay, cool. Which way do you guys want to go? You got 2 secret doors. You've got a D door, which you don't have the key for, up in the top. And then you get a J door that Aevus is right in front of.
I figured we'd go through the door I'm standing next to, but if
Okay.
we go somewhere else, we can.
All right. So you did find. You can mark off a charge on the wand, and you found those 2 secret doors there. I'll just leave the marks on the map for you. There you go. The door opens up. And we'll say that there is about 4 rounds left on the wand. Luna, for its spell
Yeah,
after.
so I'll peek in through the door. See
Okay.
if there's any more secret doors.
Okay, cool. Let me give you the. Once a dining hall, this chamber contains only the wreckage of once fine furniture. 2 iron chandeliers dangle from the ceiling, while a third, its rope severed, lies amid the debris on the floor.
I see lots of doors.
Lots of doors. And
Yeah, because there's 2 doors across.
yeah, there is an E door. That's the one directly across. There's a Z door to the east down, and then the U door that connected to the hallway outside. And then, what's your dark vision? 60 feet?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, that is correct.
All right. You can see further past. Looks like there's a wall down to the south.
And then to the north, it looks like.
To the north is a strange chamber. It almost looks like a forest.
Okay.
And no secret doors within range other than what you found already, Luna.
Okay.
Does it sound like a forest or just.
Let me give you the description to that room. Magic has transformed this section of the dungeon into a small forest. 4 great trees sprout from the grassy floor, their leafy crowns fanning out 20 feet overhead to form a roof of deciduous leaves through which rays of sunshine filter. So the lighting in here is good. Brambles and thickets form impassable walls, although you can see bramble archways setting to the north and south walls, leading to dark passages and chambers beyond. 2 mounds of stony rubble flank a hole in the middle of the east wall that appears to be a natural tunnel through the underbrush. A gentle zephyr causes the leaves to rustle, and you can hear birds chirping merrily.
I can hear them, but can I see them?
You can't see any birds, but you can hear birds.
Looking at the player's map, considering where we came out, do we want to scout the south part of the map first, or you want to go looking for birds?
I have limited opinions. South is a better idea, but the fact
I'm of
that
the
there's
opinion that we should
forests and
have a
trees-
secret. Say,
S-
if we can enter.
Secret? A secret door? Where was it? If you look at the player's map, does it map up to like that southern room?
Yes, it would appear to be.
And if we just walk down there, does that southern room have a what do you call it?
A door?
Letter to it? Letter?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. It is the... so you pass by the U door, and then down to the southern room, it is the A door.
We don't have an A key, do we?
Don't know.
Although it doesn't really matter if we have a secret door in the back. Anybody have an A door? Wait, we have EJN, I think, right?
Let's see here. You have on the inventory. Yeah, EJ and N.
and
Okay. Want to go back to that room and then south and go through the secret door into the A room?
I would like to make sure that we're not going to get stabbed in the back. Because I seem to be doing that a lot today. But
Well, that
also,
kind of-
I know that curiosity is dangerous in here.
Well, I think we have searched all the places. And our wizard found the room. Oh,
It's the majority one to do.
Did we go through this other door? Or at least look into it?
Nope.
The U door, we don't have a key to it.
Oh,
and
this
then
is you. Okay, gotcha.
there's let's see, there's an E. We do have an E, so right across from the J is an E. Right over
Yeah.
here is an E. So if you wanted to stay in an area where hopefully nobody's going to stab us in the back in a big area, then we could try the E.
Sure.
I mean, because
I mean,
it's
we're
a
here.
smaller room according to the map. It's enclosed.
All right, try the E.
So, yeah.
You got the keys. You're the key master.
You're gonna.
This is like I hate doors, and we're gonna put the key in.
All right. The key. Let me see here. Opens the door. 2 stone hearths fill the east corners of this 10-foot high, 30-foot square kitchen. Stone shelves, barren and dusty, fill the wall space between the blackened fireplaces. In the middle of the room stand 2 stout tables covered in old webs, while against the south wall rests a dilapidated wooden cabinet on the verge of collapsing under its own weight. Debris from the roughly hewn 5-foot diameter tunnel in the north wall spills into this room. Near the opening, you see the shriveled husks of 3 enormous spiders.
Okay, Okie dokie. Similar to the spiders we killed earlier?
Yes.
Okay. I poke the table to make sure they're actually tables.
Okay. You poke the table to make sure they're actually tables. It is actually a
Motion.
table. Give me a perception check.
Do you detect magic in the room too?
Come on, roll.
Okay. You detect. So who's doing the detecting? Zed or Asami or Arthur or
Luna.
Luna?
Luna.
Okay,
All of them.
Luna detects faint abjuration. 2 occurrences of it, kind of spread in different areas of the room. Let's see here. Let me give. All right.
What happened when I poked the table?
Table. What are you poking it with?
Probably my Kopesh.
Okay.
Definitely the Kopesh.
Give it a poke.
You want me to roll an attack?
Nope.
Okay.
What?
She's a dead perception, so I poked it with a stick.
So just as you're doing that, you know, voice in your mind for a moment. From the fireplace, you can see almost steps out of the shadows and points a finger at you. And you're not sure what the words are, but you resisted the sensation to turn around and chop into Asami with your Kopesh.
Well, now I want to chop into him with my Kopesh.
Yeah. And the other. Okay. Round 1. Everybody give me a new initiative check.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's a fresh one.
Perpetually low initiative.
This is what the small creature looked like.
You just have me roll the 1 initiative, right?
Yeah, however you want to do it. You either go at the same time or go separately if one's got a better initiative than the other, whatever you feel like.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, cool. So you're going at the same time that I... Actually, why don't you roll for Bakai, and that way I don't have to reset the initiative of all the time.
Got it.
Cool. All right.
Who wants to go first?
She wants to go first.
Yeah.
And the irony of this situation is this is one of the creatures she was fighting when you first met her.
Okay. So then he has no qualm shooting at it.
No, not at all.
Okay. So should I go ahead and do that? Sorry, should I
Absolutely.
go ahead? Okay. And she pulls out a couple of arrows,
Okay.
knocks them, and there's 1,
That's a hit.
and there's 2. That's a miss.
All right.
Okay. That is Her.
Zed,
I only see the one creature,
you see the one, yeah.
then I will pass. I know our wizard likes to kill things.
Asami.
Hmm.
The arrow bit into the creature's about 3.5 feet tall. You can see a blade in his hand. You caught just the briefest hint of whispered arcane words
Okay.
directed at Aevus.
I want to identify the creature. What do we do? Is this another one of the shadow people thing that we've been dealing with, or is it different?
This is different. This is see dungeoneering. I'm pretty sure.
Do that.
Let me double check. This is in. Yep, it's a humanoid. Okay, so the Undercity, time to time, is the lair of some denizens, sometimes known as dark creepers. They are, that's what the locals call them, because they skulk about in the sewers and various different ruins beneath the city. Very adverse to bright light like sunshine. There is rumors that they have magical abilities, and they're dangerous when they take you unaware. You can ask specific questions. You get two bits of knowledge.
How sensitive is their light sensitivity? Is it like a drow, or is it more severe or less than severe?
Exactly like a drow.
Okay. Do they are they solitary, or do they run around in friendship bonds and
Yeah,
drink?
and they're not intrinsically evil per se, but they will from time to time kidnap a sewer worker or someone like that, and they do whatever they do with them. And
Okay. Well, I guess it attacked Aevus, right? So,
it tried to work some sort of magic on her. I'm going to get you to give me a perception check too.
okay.
The DC on this one is, what did he roll? 30.
Probably won't see it. I don't think it's possible.
Okay.
Not with that roll, at least.
Alrighty.
I want to cast light in his eyes, but I guess I'll just, with a move action, pick up a pebble or some kind of piece of debris, cast light on it, and chuck it at him.
Okay. So let's throw a light into the room.
I want to hit his square with it.
Okay.
Preferably bonk him on the nose, but I'm not doing it for damage, like hit point damage. I'm doing it to affect his vision. If it does work that way or not.
Sure.
So that my allies can go in there and do their thing. So once I do that, I assume the door is here, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I see it. I see how the wall is, because the darkness is blocking the wall a little bit. So I'm basically going to pull this thing out, cast the spell on it, chuck it at him, and then 5-foot step out of the way for my allies to enter the room. So I don't even know if I need to make an attack roll, but I guess we need to find out if she hits the square or not.
Yeah. I think it's AC 5.
Yeah, so that'd be a range. Well, range is +6, so unless I roll a 1, I guess.
Okay.
That is not a 1.
Gets caught in Avis's hair. No, it actually hits him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to.
Caught in his hair, bonks him in the nose.
Yeah, it might go into his cowl. No, you don't want that. Let's see here. I'm going to make him, just because he rolled so well, I'm going to make him make a Fortitude save against DC 10, or else he's temporarily blinded for 1 round.
Okay.
It kind of gets him right in the eye, and he's kind of. You can tell it's taking him unaware.
Go right around the corner of this wall thing. So next.
Luna.
Where is this turkey? In the room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a timeout. Timeout. At the door, give me a perception check. And Aevus, now that there's like a light in the room, give me a perception check as well. So I'm gonna take 20 off those rolls that they. So the DC is 10 and 14. Okay, so Aevus, you see him kind of duck down. Oh, that's another light. I gotta get off of here. Okay. So you kind of just see him just as you're about to pass by, and he's got a dagger in hand, Luna.
Uh-oh. Did he stab me yet or no?
He could if you kept moving. Yeah, actually, he can, actually.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Let's see. That is a miss. Okay. So now you notice him. He kind of like leaps out of his hiding spot. Just backing off?
Yeah, it was a double move to get there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can reverse direction once you get there. You're not doing anything else anyway, so that's cool. Let's see here. Humanoid number 1. All right. He begins to cast a spell at you, Luna. Do you want to give me a like spell check or spellcraft or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything but magic missile.
Okay, yeah, it's not magic missile, but it is a black ray. Leaps out of his fingertips and touches
don't
you.
Tell me, right? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and that's a failure. Yeah, let's see here.
I'm weak.
You
and
are
old.
So, for the next... Oh.
Uh-oh.
For the next 3 rounds, 6 points of strength damage. So let's see here. I'll just make your damage 8 for now, so we'll tick off 3 rounds. I thought I had the effect for it. Oh, I do, yeah. There we go. So let me change that back to 2. Okay, cool. All right. And that's not for 3 rounds. That's just for 1 round. Okay, cool. The other humanoid. This is the guy who is unable to penetrate your mind. Aevus. He tries again. So this is...
Does he need line of sight? Isn't he blinded?
I don't know if he does for this. I don't think this is an actual attack.
Most spells you require sight is thing. Was a spell.
Unless it's an area.
I think even areas require you to see him.
All right. Well, he did see you. I'm gonna allow it. You made the save. It's try to intrude in your mind again, but you're too strong-willed, and you overcome like a foggy effect.
She's too hard-headed.
Yes. Aevus.
He's tried to touch my mind a second time.
Tried to bad touch your mind.
Bink. How about new? Let's see if I can actually hit. Maybe.
Oh. Almost a crit. Yeah, him being blinded, that's definitely a hit. Okay, that's smarts.
Ta-da.
Doesn't have the same oomph behind it as it did, though, prior to the spider's venom. Arthur.
Yeah, she feels a little weird.
Okay. So, diagonals are 5 and then 10.
5 and then
Yeah.
10. Yep.
Let's see.
4 squares diagonally is 30 feet.
So there's 15. I do want to see. I don't want to be too close. Well, yes.
You were just below Zed, right? You can move through friendly spaces.
Is that not difficult terrain?
No, that's fine.
Regardless, I'd rather be here, I suppose. I'm not certain if I set this spell up correctly because I don't know how to properly set up those conditions, but we'll see if it works just fine. Because I have a new spell up to test out this man, and he seems like he could feel fear.
All right, yes.
As I am going to go ahead and point a finger towards him. To the rest of you, not much seems to happen, but to him, he sees a couple of what I can only describe as very dark, shadowy shapes, basically forming from behind me, as if coming from my very shadow, start to rush to his direction, as he needs to make. Yeah, as they rush towards him and he's unable to dispel the illusion in front of him, they strike at his very mind. Needs another save for that. And he fails that, so he's taking significant amount of dexterity and wisdom damage. So I have cast Phantasmal Assailants.
Okay.
I'm going to see if this effect actually works. Did that actually work?
Yes, it did.
Okay, cool. I was unaware of I was uncertain of this. That is good to see. You see, visually for everyone else, basically you see the small figure to the side. Where I point at him, he basically looks to his left and right as if something's approaching him. As he begins to like grab at his head, as if something is attacking his very mind, just attacking him in general. He seems heavily distracted at this point. And I believe that was my action, so I'm gonna go ahead and job well done. I've done all I can do.
Round 2, Bakai.
Okay, well, I still see that creature there. Let me make sure I got the right feet.
Yeah, he seems drained, effectively, mentally, physically.
I got point blank and precise shots, so you can shoot or throw.
Yep.
Engaged. Okay, so
You're good.
no penalty. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Gravity Bow on her. Tap her.
Okay.
And then she's gonna take a couple more shots.
All right, let's
Shot.
put her initiate at 17.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I was assuming she was going to delay and you're going to cast Kira?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, in that case, then Ray needs to go.
No, that's fine. I'll pop back up to Ray.
Oops, did I
You
not
can
target
flip
it?
me and her. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, I didn't target. Did that
Let's
hit?
see. Yeah, it might because he is blind and
There,
his dexterity
I
is down.
dragged it.
Yep, there we
Yep.
go.
Okay, so There is a little bit of damage, and then a second attack.
Oh,
A little bit more damage. Still up. All right, we
still
is
up.
done.
He is on his last legs. Asami.
Okay, I see if the companions are in the fight now. When I enter the room, the one I blinded was the upper right one.
Yeah, the upper right one's in the most trouble. The one in front of you now that you can see, dagger in hand. He doesn't look like he's been hit at all. The other one, getting attacked by Aevus and full of arrows and blind, and he's having a tough go of it.
Knees
check the
wobbling,
range.
inject fear.
Range. Oh, I'll got plenty. All right. I think from here, I could still see him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. And does he look impacted, affected, afraid, or like? I know Arthur did his fear effect, but I don't know which one was targeted because I was around the corner.
Yeah, it was.
Number 2, he seems mentally drained, and his hands are shaking and his knees wobble.
I know these guys hide very well because I didn't see that first one, and now I can, right?
Yes, because there's light in the room now.
Oh. So there's nowhere from to hide. So he's not getting the benefit of his hide. All right.
Yes.
So I'll just move to here and use it in beginning bardic performance so that my allies get some inspiration.
Okay.
So target friendlies, start whistling our good battle song, and give you guys an effect. That should have done it.
Looks like you're good.
Yep. And that's standard action still. So I moved, I standard. And during that move action, I will draw the my hot poker club.
All right.
Where'd your baby Rex go?
Luna.
We don't.
Luna sensing weakness. Was a hit.
Boom.
And she deals it death. All right. This gentleman, he has... All right. He reaches out with his mind at Asami. She feels a blinding burst of pain. And then he runs out.
So I took some damage.
Yeah.
What was it a visual effect? Or
It's
a sonic effect?
It's almost like the worst headache of your life for like just a second.
Okay. But not sonic based, right?
Not sonic, maybe psionic or psychic. And then
It's
well
psychic
versed.
not a damage type in Pathfinder.
what's that?
Is psychic not a damage type in Pathfinder?
No.
Oh,
No, this is let's see here. Just says damage. It's like spell damage, but
yeah. So untyped damage, just damage.
yeah,
So it's not a a sonic or language dependent effect.
No, no, it's almost like a
Got it. Ow!
and he's right up beside you now.
Attack
So yeah,
opportunity.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you and Arthur.
Arthur does not have a weapon on.
Okay.
Poke. I thought I targeted him.
Yeah, that would hit him. I'm pretty sure.
Target
Actually,
small
can
dark
you-
couch. Okay.
Can you draw an attack as part of your immediate action? That was only in your
It-
attack. Your act.
Did it roll damage automatically?
No, you have to roll it.
Okay. Okay. Take that.
Okay.
Hey, actually, DM, can you draw an attack as part of your immediate action if you have a +1? I assume that was only for the attack action.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean, draw your weapon and attack like when you take the attack action. I don't know if you could do that as part of.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
active attack.
You can do that if you want.
Oh well, in that case,
We can
may
just
as
assume
well.
that you had your dagger out too. It's probably a decent assumption.
All right, may as well give it the attempt, the good old college try.
Sure.
Let's see how.
See if that's a hit. I don't think it is, but nope.
Why is it +2? Oh, attack bonus. Okay. Give him my best try.
All right. And that is his turn. Avis.
Where did he go?
He darted out of the door. You heard Asami gave her have at you.
Oh, hello. Your friend. Stab.
Ooh. So Arthur only missed by 1. I thought their armor class was higher than that. Arthur's no
Arthur's not
slouch.
a marshal. He's not meant for fighting with that dagger.
I thought you missed by a lot. You only missed by 1.
Arthur still going to take a few steps back, get himself up. Ooh. Oh, that was weird. What? Okay, my token was desynced for a moment. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he's gonna take a few steps back. Not wanting to be in a melee or a brawl with this creature if he can afford it. I assume it didn't have any like reach weapons, so that was
No, it's got
correct.
a dagger in his hand. It's no bigger than, maybe a 7 or 8-year-old child. No bigger than he's about the same size as Jan Pickett, the locksmith.
Let's see if it feels fear like a child. As I'm going to weave the signs required, and I'm going to cast Cause Fear, partially because I want to see if this thing has more than 5 hit dice.
Do you have the knowledge local?
No, I'm just going to figure out by casting the spell.
All right.
Can I roll that or no?
These guys seem a little, maybe a little more specialist than what you've.
Gotcha. No problem.
I'm mostly trying to see if it's strong enough to resist this basic fear effect.
Yep. What's the max hit dice is 5? Or is it 4?
1 or 5 or less. The max is 5. If it's 6 or higher, then it's unaffected. The
Okay.
max is 5.
It's affected if you get it through.
Okay.
He gets
Was not actually expecting
+2 to this save. Once
that means
once a day he gets
gets a
a
plus-
reaction.
yeah. Does that so with 19 +2, so it makes it 21?
21. Yeah.
That actually matches. I believe a match is a success.
Success. Okay. So that's his one time a day with his special
Yeah.
ability.
I think he's merely shaken. It's been a while since I cast the spell. Let me check. If he succeeds, he's only shaken for. Let me put that on him.
Okay, cool. But he is
So while he feels it, he resists most.
doesn't resist at all. Cool.
A little bit of it lingers. A little bit of lingering doubt is still within him.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so that's good. That's good to know for the future. I will end my turn with that.
Zed.
All right.
Zed and Makai can go at the same time.
Okay. Well, then the thing came into the room there. I will take an opportunity. Did I target it? I don't think I did it right. Let's try this again. There we go. Since gravity bow is active. Well, that's no good.
That's good, though.
That's good. Okay. I'll fling some. Well, yeah. If I do acid, I'll do the -4 into combat. Yes. All right. That is it.
All right. Asami.
Oh, this thing's giving me a headache. 5-foot step to here and take advantage of Aevus helping me get a flank.
Yeah.
That's not what I want. But the modifier, 2. Now, the attack roll, same as before. Whack. That's not good.
It is a miss.
Still. Rolling a 2 to get a 12 is not terrible.
That's not horrible. That's not horrible at all.
And the lingering performance should still be continuing, so that's my turn.
Okay, cool. Luna.
Like it's the head, I totally blame the headache. Yeah, that's it.
So your yep, your strength effect should have worn off, and it did. Oh. Let's see what this guy's got. He's going to drop a darkness spell. But he has to do it defensively. It's 20-foot
So he
radius.
rolls that, and that's compared to our CMD, right? Or
No, it's compared to
No,
the
it's-
spell. 15 plus
Okay.
2 times the spell, so he fails.
Oh, 2 times.
So it's not. He doesn't get it off. And that is his. And he. This is a 5-foot step. It's just the way I'm gonna. Just with the air, it's just 5-foot steps to there diagonally. So the room goes dark for a moment, but he can't seem to bring it about. Aevus.
so it doesn't draw attack for opportunity. He just loses. The
He just loses the ability to get it off that round. He can do it.
He
in
wastes his action.
Yeah.
And the slot.
Yep. That's acceptable.
Try again.
It's a,
Passing defensively is a big gamble.
yeah, it is, especially at lower levels.
You know, I expected this guy to be dead by now.
Yeah.
What
Well, a
do I
couple
do?
2s and 1s haven't helped.
Yeah.
Well. I still have that dagger. What's the range of my dagger?
10 feet.
So that's... Yeah, that's...
Is he still shaking?
No. He
No.
should not be. It's a start turn, so it's no longer shaking.
If you throw it in combat, you're at -4 too.
I know, yeah. I don't want to... if I throw it into melee...
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nah, that's... It's not worth doing. I'm just gonna have to... I'm confident you can get it this time. If you don't get it this time, that's a problem. I'm going to end my turn, cautiously watching, assuming they're going to succeed eventually.
All right. Zed.
All right. Well, let's see if we can succeed. So,
There's a hit.
is it still up?
Still up. He's hurt. Oh.
This.
That might.
Oh.
Double nat 20. Gone.
Oh.
There we go.
There you go. There's your hit.
Not
Yeah.
even,
Wow.
not dying, just dead.
Headshot.
Instant gone.
Oh, Tommy's like starts using prestidigitation to clean off the mess on her clothing.
I knew you had you.
1 arrow in each eye hole.
The effect that it had on it was the magical effect that you had noted before was the resistance spell.
Oh, okay.
You identify it. It's kind of lingering, still active for a few more rounds while you probably search these creatures. All you really find are daggers.
No trail rations or anything,
Nope.
steak dinners, nothing.
Nope.
Nothing like.
You can see that those spiders, a lot of the meat had been taken out.
So they are edible.
They're quite edible.
Maybe we can learn the best way to process one.
Yeah, you can look at these ones here and find out what these guys have avoided and that kind of stuff if you want.
So would that be
as
knowledge
well.
nature or survival? Probably survival is probably closer.
Yeah, I would say survival if anyone's got that skill.
Tommy doesn't go traipsing through the woods hunting. I mean, we can make a roll. It's not like a trained only skill, right?
Right.
I
yeah.
mean, I've got it trained.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, she's looking at it going, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, like, I got this. Okay.
You think maybe they've already consumed the best parts. There might be some like dried up poison sacks.
More
Is it a
learning
trained only
where
skill?
the best parts are.
It's not a trained only skill.
Nope.
No, but Tommy's not very good at it. I have no ranks in it.
Neither am I, but
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, you know that those spiders that you just killed, based on what you see now, you could probably harvest a couple days worth of food off them for all of you.
Oh,
Like,
shall we go back and harvest
Yes.
before the meat goes bad?
And if they don't taste good, I can make them taste good.
yeah, you just killed them like 10 minutes ago, so there's no fear of it going bad right away.
No, but might as well go get it done now so that it's done. And look, there's a place in here we can cook.
And the door is open. It's right there too. It's just across the hall. I'll give you the description of the room again. All the features. Anybody want to check out anything else?
Do the detect magic throughout.
Yeah, detect magic throughout. Let's see here.
So I guess this, I'm putting Asami here to show you what I mean. That this is just a cabinet thing or storage container or something.
Okay, so the cabinet. So you're checking it out. That is the dilapidated wooden cabinet. Looks like it's on the verge of collapsing under its own weight. You gonna check it out?
Sure, what could go wrong?
Okay.
Probably.
All right, give me a perception check.
Yeah, I absolutely expect this thing to eat me.
Okay, so it's quite unstable. You don't know exactly how it hasn't fallen over already, and it looks like it's fairly heavy.
There's nothing inside it, or we didn't get that far yet.
I haven't really got that far yet.
Oh.
Maybe there might be a way to stabilize it if you're like mechanically inclined like that.
I have 1 rank in knowledge engineering. Does that count?
Probably looking at like a disabled device.
Ah, nope, not ranked in that. Oh well. So I'll just carefree and just say, all right, what's in this thing, and open the door.
Okay. Gonna be like off to the side, or
I'll be as ginger as I can, but
okay.
keeping in mind I don't have disabled device, but I do have some dexterity. So
Okay.
sleight of hand. Can I do it with sleight of hand? Be gentle.
I'll give you a +2 bonus to your reflex save, which would be a DC now 13. As you go to open the door, it starts to teeter over.
I knew it would try to eat me. So +2.
Yep, give yourself +2, and the DC is 13.
No.
So just as you're about
Fail.
to you jump back, you slip on maybe some. I don't know if there was any blood in this area. I don't think there was. Yeah, let's see. Just because you're wary of it, I'm only going to do like half the damage anyway. But still, that's 6 points of damage. Is a thing up top that you didn't notice before, like on top of the cabinet, kind of jostles off, and it's like a heavy pewter bowl. Poof, it hits you firmly on the top of the head for 6
I
points of
really hope
damage.
Does that automatically go in there, or do I have to put that in there?
I'll put that on there for you.
Okay. Yep. Now I really have a headache. Not a fake headache.
A lot of headshots in this one.
Yeah. Oh, did the cabinet explode and have anything in it?
Yeah, there was just all the crockery and stuff like that. You kind of flip it over again and look through it, and it's just a bunch of pottery shards. And there's some knives and forks, but it's just all like normal metal stuff. It's probably not worth anything.
Curses under breath. Man, that was nothing. That's okay.
It had to be looked through. There's no magic or anything like that. And now that you can kind of flip it over and maneuver around it with ease, you know that there's nothing magical inside, whereas the door was blocking it before. So now you're convinced that there wasn't anything in there.
Yeah.
You do see some webbing in the 2 hearths.
Well, let's spray some acid on it to eat the webbing away
Okay.
from a distance.
It looks like there might be spider nests in those hearths. The smaller, like tarantula-sized spiders.
Well,
That come out once it's disturbed. Nothing to harm you or anything like that. But it looks like those the chimneys that are going up are all choked up with spider webs and small spiders. Looks like it'd be a very Indiana Jones kind of situation to go up the. It's about 6 or 7 inches wide. The pipe that goes up.
all right. Any reason to burn them out? I guess not.
You might need to eat them later. And Luna, that passage to the north, I saw you go in there a little bit. It looks like it attaches to the room where the forest, and then continues beyond to the north. It's a tight, about 3-4 foot wide passageway. I think I said it was like 5 feet total. So you got to kind of like duck down, and it's squeezing while you're in there, unless you're a small person like these guys were. The spiders. Let's get a survival check to see how much. If anyone can aid Aevus to see how much food for days that you guys can harvest from.
Oh, I can give it my best. I can give it my best try.
Is anybody else going to get in on the food?
So aid is just a check? Just
Yeah,
survival?
it's a survival. It's a DC 10. See if you can give Aevus
All
plus
right.
2.
Best way I
No.
can.
No, I don't.
I can give Inspire Competence in her skill check.
Okay.
She's going to make a skill check. So I will recall. I'm certain there are songs about spiders. And
It's Nitsy Bitsy song.
yeah, there you go.
And can I give myself a guidance on top of that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't see where
Yeah, Aevus,
is
you
the
see?
target.
Yeah, she's in the other room. Let's.
So, that's fine, but I assume she's in here when talking spiders.
Yeah, Avis, you see that Arthur said he was going to help, but he's kind of more just wincing at the idea, not really doing much.
Oh, you're in the room with the spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aevus
Targeted.
pulls out this silver dagger.
And you have the effect.
Better for cutting things up than.
So for 3 rounds, you feel 2 points smarter in any skill check you make. Inspire
2
Competence.
plus a 1 from guidance, that's plus 3 to this.
All right.
13.
So
So 16.
So 16. So what does the survival skill tell us? So we can, let's see here. Skills. Survival. Let's see here. Get along in the wild.
Yeah, DC 10 says providing food and water for one other person for every 2 points. You exceed the DC.
Okay, so it was 16. So that'd be 3. I'm gonna say 5 just because of the size of the spider. So that'll
And I
be.
have 2 spiders to do this to, yeah?
I'm gonna say that this is the entire room that you were able to get like a day's worth of food for everybody.
Hey, I'll take it.
I imagine we start cooking that, boil whatever
It
possible.
beats trail
like,
route.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to do it right
Well, I mean-
now. You can kind of take it and save it for supper time kind of thing.
Can we put it on the party sheet?
Sure. Let's just call it. We'll call it trail rations, but yeah, I'll just call it food.
The 8-night snack. Can you put quotation marks around food?
Yeah.
Question mark. Yeah.
Yeah. Food adjacent.
You're funny.
All right, so let's say that takes probably like 20, 30 minutes by the time everything gets sorted out. So we're up to like an hour.
All right, we want to finish the bottom rooms, or any of them we can open.
So, this room to the north has a green tint to it. Do we see that, or is that just?
Yeah, that's the forest that you looked into.
Oh, I missed that. So, there's a forest in here.
And there's
And-
bird sounds, but no seen birds.
That was the forest that I described to Aevus
Yeah.
earlier.
I missed it. Must have been getting food. Sorry.
It's okay. I'll give you the description again.
Where's it tomorrow?
Magic has transformed this section of the dungeon into a small
Who do
forest.
you hope to see? Any friends?
4 great trees spout from the grassy floor, their leafy crowns
Things are bothering
fanning
you,
out
Let me know and I can help.
20 feet overhead.
No one specific.
Brambles and thickets form impassable walls, although you can see bramble archways set to the north and the south, leading to dark passages and chambers beyond. 2 mounds of stony rubble flank a hole.
Or, okay.
Appears to be the
what-
yeah.
What kind of foliage are we looking at? You
It's like-
said brambles. Is it
It's like
like?
There you go, baby.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Love you.
it's like a deciduous forest.
See you in the morning.
So I look up, and I'm looking for what is causing the sunlight so that these plants could grow.
Okay.
I am going to be using
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Detect Magic. I want to see if this is an
I'm in
illusion.
Okay. It most definitely is, Arthur.
Yeah, figured as much.
Yeah.
An elaborate illusion, though. The power of this illusion is probably as strong as the power of the king illusion that you saw earlier, which is about as powerful as anything that you've seen so far in your
Mirage, Arcane, like powerful magics.
Yeah.
Well, whoever made this was a very potent spellcaster.
You can try and interact with it, and when you do, it to all effects appears.
Yeah. Knowing it's an illusion doesn't mean I dispel it. It just means I can more easily dispel it.
Yeah.
+4.
It still feels like, branches and twigs and grass and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Is this the type of illusion where you can spend your action to try and dispel it?
You can interact with it and get yourself a will save. Add +4.
Yeah, the action. All right.
DC is 23.
All right, what's my will? Okay.
So you got a decent chance.
I'll fire that.
50-50.
I have a very good will. Ugh, but not a good roll.
Yeah, even though it's an illusion and you're not touching wood and grass and leaves and stuff, it's still...
Yeah.
I roll for grins, but I don't have a...
Honestly, I'd argue that being an illusionist means that I'd probably believe it more because I know that illusions can be real. To an extent.
Oh, I saw it was almost 17. That would have been great. Nope. This looks like a real forest. I'm convinced.
I don't know.
It's an illusion, but it cannot be dispelled so easily. Very good, actually.
So, stepping inside the room is probably not a good idea.
Go for it.
I don't know why it's here. Why would they have an illusion of a forest inside this dungeon? Is there a letter around the door? I know that the door was open, but maybe there was
No, there was. It's an archway. Like
question.
Yes.
Looking around around here, like all these like broken down tables. Are there any like long, slender table legs I could use as like not a walking stick, but like basically prodding around because I know there's something around. I just can't see it.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll take one of the. I'll take basically a walking stick and head on in there with it, tapping stuff around before I fully touch them.
Also, Arthur, based on where you finished the fight with the spiders, you know that the D door was just to your left. Now, spatially, to your left again.
Door,
yeah, it's still there. I mean, it's covered by the illusion, but you think it's still there. It would be. It's either that or there's like 10 feet of space between it and where the door was. You're not 100% sure.
Yeah, I imagine that since I failed my disbelief, like even if I felt against the wall, I would not be able to sense it.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I attempt
as far as I'm concerned, it's a solid.
Yes, for sure. You can give me a search check though, Arthur. I don't.
What is search?
Perception. Sorry.
All right.
This is old 3.5.
Yeah. 3.5 had spot, I believe it was, not search.
It had spot, listen, and search.
Oh, it had search as
It
well.
was 3 different ones, yeah.
I thought it was only 2.
No, spot, listen, and search. Search was for traps. Spot and listen were like perception for monsters and that kind of stuff.
There was also disable trap, which were actually no, we still have disable device.
Disable device and open, yeah. All right, yeah, you think like space-wise, it's probably around in this corner here, but you can't make it out. You can't get through the illusion.
Yeah. Is this a solid illusion in the sense that since I believe I can't walk through it, I can't?
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine as such.
Did I succeed in disbelieving?
You did not.
Another 17.
Yep, 3 17s. Everybody's buying in. Luna.
I imagine I see a wall here, basically. So even if I know the door's there, I can't walk through. Like
Yeah.
the green one.
Yeah, you still see the walls. The walls are, yeah.
there's no point. There's no point fighting the illusion. I may as well move on then. But I will alert the others about it in case they can break through the illusion.
And that tunnel, Avis, that tunnel probably joined up with the room that you guys were just in, and Luna knows for sure that it does. She kind of darted up this room for a bit.
Well, according to the drawing of the map we were given, there should be another side to this, like another way out.
There is, right up here.
Yeah.
There is an exit, like so.
Stairs, my nemesis.
And let's get trapped this time.
Stairs, my nemesis.
Did y'all go
All I can do
into
is
the
try.
forest room?
They went all the way. Just go straight north.
Yep.
Alright, Avis tentatively steps onto the
Oh, I see.
stairs.
Avis steps into the stairs.
And she's like, step. And she waits before she'll take another step.
Okay. You give me some perception checks, Avis.
Because she's convinced the stairs are gonna go away again. Huzzah. Oh, it didn't roll for you. Damn. I can never tell if it rolls for me. Yeah, no, that's even worse. That's worse than what I had. Oh, well. Because it rolled for me, I was like, yay! And then it didn't show up there, I was like, damn it.
Anybody else doing anything else?
I hear any screaming or yelling or anything?
No. Avis tentatively approaches the stairs and prods, and Luna and Zed and Bukai. Bukai's probably quite taken with this little area. You might have to do a save to see if she decides to frolic amongst the undergrowth or something like that. I can see her being probably quite taken by that. Zed and Luna
I lost her.
can give me a will save to interact with the.
Do they get a +4?
Yeah, because you guys have already know from Arthur that it is an illusion.
Yeah. I will say interacting usually takes your action. Not that it matters for this, but for most illusions.
Okay, Zed.
Look at that.
Yeah, Zed's the only one that kind of sees. See the four trees are actually pillars, and it's like a stone room. The lights are like light spells above. You don't really see anything hidden or anything like that, and you can still see the outline of the trees and the foliage and that sort of thing. But it's kind of like in almost like
An image superimposed.
yeah, exactly. Like definitely like an image superimposed on a bare room. It's kind of like that sort of like translucent shapes and stuff like that. And you can actually see the pillars. There's four of them. They are roughly the center of all those four trees. And you can definitely see the sources of the light spells twinkling overhead. There doesn't seem to be any danger or anything like that, but you can see it looks like a D door in the bottom, in the southwest corner of the room. So over here.
I don't see anything like treasure that might be hidden by an illusion.
Let me have a look here. I don't believe so. No.
Okay. I'll just look around. If there's nothing threatening, then I've lost Pakai. She's off in her own world.
Bukai also gets a save.
Oh, okay. Will +4.
Yeah. Okay, she's buying into.
Okay.
All All right. Aevus gets to the top of the stairs, or the bottom of the stairs. I can't remember which one. It doesn't matter for this. 5
I
foot.
think that head.
Okay, so you can see a large square, like a large room up ahead, and it looks like there is a corridor that travels beyond from your angle. You have to get closer before you see the tunnel. You can see litters of like rat bones and refuse in the middle of the floor. Otherwise, all the rubble and stuff like that, the room basically appears empty. But it does look like it continues on past. The stairs are safe. You made it.
Refresh the light spell on poker because I was.
Looks like we made it.
Yeah.
Let's put the light spell on the. Let's see here, Wasami. There you go. Anybody else want to refresh their light spells while I'm in here and doing it?
I do not have the light spell.
Yeah, yeah.
Lantern.
Hit me.
Okay.
Does my lantern need to be refreshed?
Probably because is it still on there?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did like light 30 sunrod. You should be fine.
you said it's a sun rod.
So I made it to the top of the stairs?
Yeah, I think actually these stairs might be going down.
They look
Or made
like
it
they
to
look
the
like they
bottom
go
of the
down.
stairs?
Yeah, so you made it to the bottom of the stairs. You look beyond. The room looks pretty empty, other than some rubble and some rat bones. But it's a fair-sized room, so you haven't really seen the angles of it yet.
Yeah, kind of creeping down the hallway.
All right.
Gonna give Bakai another chance
Sure.
to grow bored with this place.
Yeah,
Yep, there she is. She's
it happens fairly quickly because everything's, despite the illusion being well made and stuff like that, it is pretty static. Like, other than the breeze and the twinkling of lights and the leaves and stuff like that, there's nothing to interact with. So other than just the fantastic view of something that probably interested her in her normal day-to-day life, it doesn't take long for her to get over it when she realizes there's really not much to interact with. And then when you get up to the area, Aevus, 5 foot wide, rough-hewed circular tunnel breaches the west wall of this chamber. Another punches through the east wall. The rubble left by the excavation of these tunnels has been pushed into the northeast part of the room, leaving the rest of this 10-foot high chamber clear. A few rat bones and other refuse litter the floor, but otherwise it appears empty. Bum, 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 bum.
Avis, I'm guessing you got an interruption there.
No, sorry, distractions.
Aha.
That and, exhaustion, but... what are we doing?
Just the room.
You need a perception, I'm assuming.
If you want one, if you want to take
Yes,
one.
please. I
Cool.
don't trust any of these rooms anymore.
Nope. And well, you shouldn't. Other than the two tunnels, left and right, and the passage that leads ahead, you can see a door. You give me another perception check. I will, if you beat a DC 15 from here, I'll tell you what the ruin is.
Okay. Nope. No, oh boy, it didn't roll for you, did it?
No, it didn't. You get another chance. Another chance at glory.
Why does it not roll when I pull the thing over?
Just to test you. There you go.
Okay, see?
See, sometimes failure is a success. The J door is up ahead in the passageway.
And we have a key for that one, don't we?
You do.
We do have a J key.
What you see? What you see?
We go into those rooms already at the top or no?
Don't believe so. This is Terra Incognito.
Okay.
Oh yay, more tunnels.
Okay, when you step in there, Aevus and Asami, you hear this voice of a... It was the same kind of voice as the creatures you just fought. It says the words Terian Zikak. And Zed, you can give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Skills.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so that's you've heard that word before in the Undercity, and it was people screaming it during the scenes that you witnessed, and it was attack. You recognize the word Taral as attack, and the rest of the interpretation was intruders. So you picked up those words in your travels.
Yell out to the group, we're under attack.
And as you do that, you hear kind of like a
Somebody's making a smoothie?
it kind of, yeah. You kind of sort of hear that. Let's get initiatives from everybody.
I really hope it's not a spider
Prep.
smoothie.
They're prepping it to put us in it.
Yeah.
Better.
All right.
Alright, let's see if mine's better.
The Inspire Courage should be worn away.
Yeah, let's
Forward it to a couple of rounds.
yeah, I'll put it to like round 12 or something like that. It should get rid of all the effects that weren't. All right.
I still has hers.
You still have what?
Look, Kai still has hers.
Heroism is on her for some
Oh no,
reason.
that's heroism.
Oh, okay.
That
Oh,
is a
it's-
longer spell, but
So is
Yeah.
gravity bow.
still.
Gravity bow should be worn off.
Yep,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
get
go
rid of
around.
gravity, bro.
Advance one more round, and
Sure.
that'll take care of it.
Okay.
There you go.
And heroism we did early on in the day, right? How long? Because we're at the hour 5-minute mark.
I'll look it up. 1 second.
Yeah, it's 486 rounds left, so I assume it was cast level in round or
Probably
cast level
like-
in hours.
Probably like 10 minutes a level.
It says 10 minutes per level, so 50 minutes
Ah.
is the length of time we're in right now, right?
All right.
Okay, yeah.
So
So we're past that. We're in like the hour and change.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be gone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just get rid of the effect itself.
He's not our hero anymore.
You could recast it.
Jeez.
Perhaps.
Yeah, if you want to renew it, you could have.
No, I'll wait.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was Zed or you. Okay. So, let's put this at round 1.
I don't see anybody other than us.
You don't. So I am going to,
So we'll just start attacking each other.
hopefully. All right, so Aevus. Once again, you feel an intrusion into your mind. You're not sure what the words mean, but you know that you don't want to. You don't want to follow the instructions.
Somebody tried to poke in my brain again?
Yes, and it's very similar sounding voice. Not entirely the same.
Stab saw me earlier.
Yeah, it's probably a similar instruction.
Okay.
Bakai,
Well, don't see anything, right?
you do not.
Okay. But when I heard the voice, it was in the room.
Yes, and it was to the left,
To the left.
and the sounds of the whatever it is clanking around is to the right.
She'll delay until she sees something, keeping her bow out.
Okay.
So give it up to Arthur.
All right, not Arthur. So, let's see here. I need the diagram.
Basically, she's going to shoot at any foe she sees. That's her held action.
So, from just to your right, Aevus, you can hear the sounds of like either stone or like metal on stone move towards you. You can't see anything. You can hear like the whirring, and then just as you're about to react, this conical, almost like a drill bit, comes out of nowhere, and you can see it kind of come out at you.
At Arthur?
At Aevus.
Ah.
And just because, okay, and you react just at the last instant, and you can see it now.
The driller.
You can see it now, but when it pulls back, it disappears. So you know that it is roughly in this area, but you can't see it still.
So, Bakai wasn't able to react to it?
Oh, yeah. Well, you can take the shot. It's still technically invisible.
Okay, take one shot. Let's see, gravity is off, so it's just a regular shot. I don't know. I
Let's have a look. Yeah, you can't. I'll drag it onto it. Let's see. Mischance. It says miss.
Okay. Then we're good.
Okay, Arthur.
Well, was thinking about moving up there, but considering that sound and the fact that people seem to not be able to see what they're aiming at, I think that one of the better options is to play more defensively. I'm going to go ahead and use body shift onto myself, as I'm going to begin basically a kind of like an after image going around me, sort of blurring my actual location where I appear to be a little bit harder to hit effectively.
Okay.
It's effectively the blur spell, I believe. Rounds.
Yep.
And with that, I would love to move, but I would rather not be attacked. Therefore, I'll move next time. I'll move once I can, once we can start identifying where the threats are.
Okay. Zed.
I see nothing.
You
I see nothing.
just for an instant, you saw like it's almost like a road cone, but it was metallic, and it had like kind of conical grooves in it, and it was whirling around really quickly. And as it kind of came out at Aevus, she just kind of reacted really quickly, and it kind of pulled back. It's almost like behind a curtain of something, but it just vanished.
I do a perception for any other insights, but that's probably about all I can do.
You can definitely hear that it isn't moving further in the room. It's roughly in that same location where you saw the...
I've got nothing to affect it, and I'm not going to expose my squishy self, so we'll give it to the wizard.
All right. Luna.
See anything down this hallway?
Right at that spot, when you moved into that second square, Luna disappears from view. And she becomes invisible.
Anything exciting?
Nothing down the hallway. You can see the other door, and you can make a perception check to see if
I don't see shit.
you're not going to see, but you might hear. You can definitely hear the machine. It's definitely some kind of machine. Not sure who would have like the lore of this kind of thing. This is not something that's common to this world or even this area. Yeah, you see down the hallway. You see the J door up ahead. There was some sort of creature to your left, and there is definitely some kind of menace to your right, to the immediate right of Aevus. Okay, and as you pop out there, you become visible. So you see Aevus, or you see Luna moves into the room, and she winks out of sight for a moment, and then she continues on moving, and then she becomes visible in the hallway.
Impressive.
It's a neat trick, Luna. How'd you do it?
I'm a wizard.
I'm a wizard. Exactly.
That was a setup.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15. Do I hear anything where the 5-foot circle is, or where that machine was?
Yeah, you can definitely hear it's. You can hear like gears grinding and metal on stone, and it's definitely in that area. Just you can't see it. The same way as when you passed through that little space that you passed through, you winked out and then you came back, like right at that spot where you are right now. That's when you become visible again. Still visible. You can still hear the machine roughly in that area. And timeout, invisible. Still moving, or how much more moving?
I don't see anything, right?
You don't see anything, but you've gone invisible again. Right there.
I'm done. Well, no.
You can see the passage. You can see that stone passage. As It's probably the far end of the passage that you were at before. Aevus.
So there's the rumbling over to the left.
Yeah, rumbling directly to your left.
Can I prepare to swing if something comes out of the wall?
Yeah.
Need to move closer to it to do so.
It comes out of the wall where?
Over here where the rumbling noise is, to the left.
The rumbling noise is, do you see the circle?
The 5-foot circle or
Yeah,
the 10-foot circle?
the 5-foot circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the rumbling noise is. It's right there.
Yeah, she's going to prepare to hit whatever it is coming out then. Because right now she has no idea what it is, and not really much I can do. The only two things I can think of would be reactions to it, but
All right.
the stonework doesn't really work offensively; it works defensively.
What
So
do you have anything like is any like tremor sense or anything like that?
I don't think I get that currently.
Okay.
But it's because most of my stuff is I throw a rock at somebody or I use the rock as a shield.
Okay.
The earth affinities, like I said, it's weird. It's weird. So, not really.
Okay. If you wanted to, like, you could attack that square and it's a 50% mischance. Like, you know it's there. You can hear it and you can feel the vibrations in the floor. You saw it pop out of the veil of sorts for an instant and then go back in.
Alright. I'll attempt then.
Okay.
So do I need to roll the mischance?
No, it'll do the mischance automatically if you hit it. See? Watch this. Okay. Let's see here. We got to target
I
it.
really hope I just didn't hit myself.
Let's see here. So that's a hit. And that is a... See if it's a confirmed critical.
It says it on my yeah.
Yeah, that's a critical hit. Let me see if this creature is immune to critical. It'll say. So just roll your damage. Let me drop it on. See what happens.
Is that the critted damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because I
He has a
negative
pretty-
strength at the moment,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, that is I was gonna say that's a sad crit.
I have negative strength at the moment. So.
It's a sad Avis right now. She's sad.
She looks. Avis looks like shit. Like Avis looks bad.
Okay. Yeah, it clanks off of it, but doesn't seem to do anything to it. And Luna, you can hear the sound of Avis's Kopesh scrape off some kind of metal. Asami.
Well, I don't think I need a perception to being that I'm right there witnessing what I just saw and heard, right?
Yeah, and you've seen the Kopesh. When it lashed out, the tip of it disappeared.
Oh, then it's...
Then when she brought it back, it reappeared.
Okay. So, I've been thinking about it up to my turn, and I can't move this 10-foot thing I just drew.
Oh, okay. Where do you want to move it to?
Oh, here we go.
You just got to grab it by the middle.
Yeah, I just see that. And it shrank on me. I think you have to make it bigger, but I don't want it to hit Luna. Of course, I don't know where exactly where Luna is. I don't want to move yours.
That's true. It's okay.
So I don't know how it got shrunk, but just imagine a 10-foot radius that goes like that, just a little bit bigger.
Okay, let me do a 10-foot for you, and we'll.
Yeah, well, I had it, and then when I tried to move it, it shrank.
There's
Yeah, that's a 5-foot radius right there.
There we go.
There we go. That's what I
Something
want.
like that.
Yeah, exactly. Because that won't hit Luna, but technically I don't know where Luna is.
Let me make Luna invisible.
Yeah.
because she did finish in the invisible
But
section.
I'm confident Luna can overcome this because she's
As
a
a
wizard.
wizard.
There
She's a
you go.
wizard, absolutely.
So, yep, we're obviously dealing with an invisible enemy, so glitter dust seems to be the best course of action with that.
Okay.
I don't know what to click because I can't target an enemy.
Yep. Just
so-
roll it, or actually, let me. I'll make it. There you go. It should be on the screen now.
He is covered in a lot of effects.
Well, I guess I put the effect out there
Yeah, it's cool. Let me just get rid of this stuff and
like that.
yeah,
Oh, I don't want to remove it, so get rid of that last one.
that's cool. There we go. You can see it. You should be able to drop that on there. I think he gets a will save, right?
There are saves, yeah. I guess I have to cast.
Yeah.
Bam. I guess that's the save.
Okay. So that.
So he has those effects on him.
Let me
Here,
just
take your minus 40 to stealth. Haha.
let me just double check glitter dust.
Yeah. I mean, the description here is off the character sheet.
Oh, okay. Let me just. It's not mind affecting, or it's not. It's like an actual tangible bit of glitter that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
It's not an illusion. It's conjuration.
Conjuration, yep. And it says creatures and objects within the 10-foot radius square last 5 rounds. Will negates the blinding only. So the glitter affects you no matter what.
Okay.
If you're in that thing. And
Causing creatures to become blinded and visibly outlining invisible things for the
Yeah.
duration of the spell.
Okay.
minus 40 to hide checks. Or stealth, yeah. So there you go. Hide from that. And I got my weapon in my hand. Move action.
Okay. So that outlines the creature. Does not outline Luna, or Aevus.
Yeah, I don't think my friends would appreciate being covered in glitter.
It is blinded. What's the? He gets a save every round. What's the duration? 1 round per.
5 rounds. 5 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 1 round
it's
per
5
level.
rounds.
Yeah.
5 rounds that he gets.
Every round at the end of their turn, then it's a new saving
Okay. Cool.
to end the blinded.
So the glitter kind of like settles. A lot of it disappears in the field, but you can kind of see it. It settles on this creature, and I'll give you a description of it now that you can actually see it. It's a 4-legged metal creature. It has a pair of short arms that end with conical metal drills. The center of its body forms a cylinder from which the rushing sound of air can be heard. And here is an image of it.
Oh. Can I use a
Strange
knowledge
little
check to
thing.
identify that creature?
Let's see. That would be knowledge. Yeah, let's see here. That is a construct, so Arcana.
Arcana, huh? Where are you? So 28.
28.
I'm gonna use my bardic lore to get the natural 20 for the day.
Okay, so you don't really know a lot about this thing, but I'm going to give you 3 bits of knowledge.
Well, I assume since it's made of metal, it's gonna be like very durable, like have a high, armor class per se. So, with that in mind, what would be a weakness to this creature to get it to stop whirling and whizzing and just fall over? I imagine like lightning or something like that, maybe water. Dump water on it and zap it.
Nothing like that, but there's like if you knew command words, you might be able to command it.
Well, ask it. What's your command word to shut off?
Okay, no effect. 2 other things. What would you like to know?
So no, we don't know what weaknesses with that.
You don't think it has like any like physical weaknesses to?
So damage reduction.
Yeah, if you want to know what the damage reduction and that kind of stuff is. Okay, it's 10 adamantine, resist acid, fire, cold, 10, immune to poison, paralysis, mind affecting stuff.
Does it have 2 legs? I mean, I can view it. That's
It's got like 4 legs.
4 legs. So I mean, it's harder to trip instead
Yeah.
of just 2. Got it.
It's kind of sturdy. And one last thing.
Yeah. Will it have spell resistance other than the damage resistance? You know, there's a category of spell resistance.
Yeah, SR, no.
Okay.
You think that if
So-
a spell... Well, because you could tell the way it's acting now that it's blinded.
Well, it still could have overcome the spell resistance.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Glitter dust also has no spell resistance.
That's true, too.
Alrighty, I think that's good. I've asked a lot of questions.
All right.
There it is, guys. Kill it.
Go get it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Asami. I'm going to test your will. Okay. So you feel somewhat befuddled at the moment.
Am I confused?
Yes. For an indeterminate amount of time.
Metal creature cast it, or did
No, you can hear the voice from the other side of the room, the small voice, doing some kind of arcana.
Okay.
Bakai.
Well, now that she can see it,
you can see it.
yep, she hands the bow to me, and as she steps forward, oops, let me get this map fitting. He pulls out a great sword, invoking the +1 feature on it,
Okay.
and wing batter.
Shwing.
Oh, I didn't target it.
I think that's still a
Yeah.
hit with it's blinded.
No,
Let me take the
Yes.
invisible off of it. Let's try that again.
is it targeted?
There we go. 14.
Targeted.
It's still a miss.
Okay.
Does that include the +2?
What's that?
Does that include the +2 for attacking a blinded creature?
Yep. Yeah, it's got a high armor class.
All right. Well, she did her shot.
And only a little bit of it is it reacting to. Okay, so just it's kind of facing already Aevus and Asami. Normally I would do this differently and step out and get everybody, but I just blinded. So the energy that's building up in the circular portion of the kind of almost like the tumbler bursts forth with a almost like a sonic energy, like a blast. So let's see here. I don't know if I set up a spell for that. Yeah, I did. Okay. This is a pulverizing ray. Aevus is a failure, and Asami, Ray should be good against rays. Let's see here. Success. So it's half on save unless you have
Evasion.
Evasion, yeah.
So, did Asami save?
Yeah, Asami saved.
Okay. Because I was going to ask if it was Sonic, I'd get a +4. I don't think it factored that in, but if it's the save, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you saved already. So,
Yeah.
okay, Aevus takes the full brunt of this blast, and this creature's almost kind of like, it's not a panic, but it's kind of confusing, moving around. And let's see here. I think I get to do that every. I think I have to roll a reset for that. Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, and let's see here. I'll try my will save. See if that shook the glitter off of its vision sensors.
Blindness part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Spells. Is it a will save or a fortitude save?
Let me look it up.
I think I'm the same either way. So 16 is the result.
Glitter dust. Will. It says will.
Okay. Is the DC 16 or lower? Or is it higher than that?
Not doing it in my head.
Should if you open it up, it should say.
Yeah.
You should
that's
say
what
your
I'm looking
DCs.
for. That's where would it say that?
Right next to the save, it should say will DC, whatever it is.
Probably like real obvious, and I'm just, it would help to click the correct spell. Will DC 16. So you got a 16. That's a save, right?
Yep.
Alrighty, not blinded.
Okay. Well, he's not blinded. It gives me
He's
something
still,
to do to him.
yeah, he's still got glitter all over him for 4 more rounds, but not blinded.
Whenever I step around here, when do I become invisible? If that's still an effect that's going on. So I was originally here, right? I think I was. Yes, I think I was. So
So right there, you become invisible.
Was I able to? I heard those words that bore into Aevus's head. Correct?
Aevus and Asami now. You can hear spellcasting. Don't know if you'd have this language. It sounded like the language that the other creatures were speaking. It's definitely magic.
Yeah. Not necessarily what language it is. Where did I hear it from? Was I able to pinpoint roughly where it came from?
Yeah, somewhere around in here somewhere.
So somewhere in this room, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. That's dangerous. Okay.
So let me put invisible on you.
Yeah, well, I would love to deal with that issue. I can't see the targets. Can I perceive which square they're in, or is that completely unknown?
You can give a perception check.
Alrighty then. Let me find my skill real quick. Will this take my action, or is this just part of my action?
You were in the hall where you were in the hallway. I'm gonna say if you were trying to like definitely pinpoint a creature in here, it would be an action to do that. Just based on where you were in the hallway back.
I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it just to find the creature.
Okay. You don't really,
It's only 9.
yeah, you don't really sense like you know it's in roughly in this room somewhere. To the,
I'll look out. I'll look out for it next round. In that case, that was my action and my movement, so I can't do much else, unfortunately.
Do you have any area of effect stuff or anything like that?
Do I have AOE stuff?
Yeah.
Not. If I did, none of it's active.
Okay. Zed.
Well, yeah, let's do my signature flinging of goop.
Okay.
Let's see, you got the -4 on there. Flash.
It's a hit.
But let me guess. The ER, it just fizzles away.
Yeah, the
All right.
fire, cold, and acid. No electricity, though. I don't know if you have Jolt.
I do not. Nope. All right, I'm done.
Luna. Luna is invisible. The creature is visible. You know, its thick metallic hide would probably be hard to penetrate, but...
Did you say it's electricity?
Yeah, electricity isn't in the... when Asami said the different things that it was resistant to.
Okay.
Electricity would probably affect it more than the other energy types.
Just looking to see if I can come up with something. Carry on.
Okay. Oh. Luna.
Here's that hide.
That should probably break through the DR. Oh. Well, there's a good bit of damage.
Smacky!
Yes.
If it didn't resist, it would have been. If it didn't resist, it would have been destroyed.
Yeah. The spear kind of digs in right into like a weak point, and it kind of gets like right in the cogs.
I'm a wizard.
Aevus.
In the what?
Aevus, now you have a flank. You got +2
Yay.
with Luna.
Well, let's try this.
Let's see here.
So 15 hit.
And that area, Luna, you become visible again. Yes, 15 is not a hit. 15 clanks off its metallic hide.
Am I confused?
You're confused this round, so let's roll. Let's see. I wonder if
I
it just.
thought there's a table, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be automatic if it rolls it. No, it doesn't. Okay, so let's roll percentage dice.
Do I roll it or do you roll it?
You can roll it for me.
Okay. So, to do percentage, I hit the 10. Oh no, I hit this one.
Yeah, there is a percentage dice option.
How about that?
0, I believe, is. Oh, okay. I have a chart. We'll go with your number. 100 is attacks the nearest creature. So that would be. Let's go. 1 is Aevus and 2 would be Zed.
Okay.
Or 1, 2, 3 Aevus, 4, 5, 6 Zed. Whatever you want to do.
Hey.
Aevus. Oh, you have Aevus in the flank too.
Oh.
I'm just joking.
I don't consider that thing my ally.
I'm just joking.
Nobody's my ally.
I'm just messing with you. Sneak attack damage too. Don't forget.
Oh, jeez.
Which I have none. So I have to target Aevus, right?
You have to target Aevus.
Luckily, Aevus has a high AC, and I have a gimpy attack.
Oh.
You gotta be kidding me.
Poor Aevus.
Fucking joking.
Oh, and it's a crit.
Yep. In the flank.
Oh.
Was it confirmed?
Yes.
That was confirmed. You might kill Aevus.
I'm afraid. Ooh. So you think you're lashing out at the creature, at the machine, and you're actually lashing out at Aevus. And you, kind of like in your mind, the creature was just coming past Aevus, and you were swinging to protect her, but you struck her, and you struck her hard.
That sucked.
And then you get a moment of clarity, like, oh my God!
Am I still confused, or is
No.
it multiple rounds?
You're not confused.
Okay. Well, that's my full round action, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Can I apologize profusely?
absolutely,
I do so? Can I do so with my diplomacy roll?
absolutely. You might have to.
Does Avis accept your apology?
All right. This is the most sincere apology she could come up with. This is a 20.
That's pretty good.
It's like, I'm so sorry.
In 6 words or less.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here.
Can I 5-foot step away?
Yes.
Oh, I need to push the barrel. Sorry.
It's okay.
Did I? It's not lit on me, so I must have.
Yep, you're good. Let's see here. Bakai probes in her mind. Kill the elf. Kill the elf. And this is a language that she understands.
This is, let me just look real quick, see if she's got any extra saves against mind affecting.
Yeah.
Um,
The DC is
Yeah, does she resist compulsion?
This is a will. I don't see it. I think that's at a higher level.
Yeah, I didn't know who the elf was, because the elf doesn't say I'm an elf.
yeah.
Well, I'm halfway elf.
No,
I think I know.
yeah.
it.
Luna.
Yeah, Luna's the elf, isn't it?
Kill
Oh.
Luna. Yes.
Well, I hope she understands that.
She does. She
I assume Luna's
instinctively.
the only full elf here.
Yes.
Yeah, I got nothing special to save me from failing a save.
Okay.
All right, so
Wait.
she needs to go over there.
Yes.
Oh,
Ah,
can I attack
Alright.
her?
You can attack her. She's coming at you. She's got a crazy look in her eye, and you can make a spellcraft check too on what just happened, if you want, to see if you understand what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's it's a murderous command spell. You know that she's helpless, but to try to attack you this one round.
Okay, so as she's coming in, I'm gonna try and trip.
Okay.
Trippage. So trip it. How do...
Do you have the trip? Because that draws an AOO too, I think.
Yeah, but I got reach.
yeah. He can do it at 10 feet. I can't do anything
Okay.
about it.
Okay. Yeah, give it a whirl.
No.
Do I have to roll a... Okay.
Okay, so she
Well,
gets
then.
past.
Sorry. Oh, you're in luck. All right, so that's Bakai.
Yeah, that was Bakai's turn. And then that's okay. I just zipped past because she couldn't really do anything else other than that. The multi-limbed metallic creature. Let's see here.
Row.
It steps to there. Arthur's invisible. It's now fully visible. It comes out of like the area that it comes out of is almost like if I was to draw a circle like there. That area is invisibility that you can go in and out of. You've seen it happen enough to know how to like kind of interact with it.
I imagine these 9 squares are similar.
Yeah, part of it anyway. So it comes out and 2 attacks right at Aevus.
Row. Oh.
Oh, I did have roll twice for possession. Well, that's not possession. Never mind.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
That's not good.
medic. Arthur. Avis, this creature
Still up?
just kind of
Was I
Avis goes down in a heap.
visible?
No, you're
One
in.
square right.
Yeah.
No, 1 square right of me. Was I visible there?
Yes.
Damn it. Can a Samir Zed heal? I
I
forget
have healing
actually in real life.
capability, yes. I do have capability to do that. But I was confused last turn. I was gonna, but... So I healed her for
Yeah.
-5 hit points.
Yeah.
I've got infernal
Oh.
healing.
No, the thing is,
Avis is in as bad a shape as
yeah.
someone could be.
Does-
Clinging to life.
Does Zed have healing capability? I don't remember at all.
I just have infernal healing, which is very slow process. It's 10 points over time.
It would
Stabilizers.
it would stabilize her.
It would stabilize her. Okay.
Which is what I plan to do. You can see me already humming the words.
Alrighty then. In that
We've
case,
seen him do it before, and
that
with-
now since I heard it again, can I try and pinpoint this time with a bit more clarity? I need to find that spellcaster.
Yeah, you heard him. Let's see. He cast the murder's command spell. So, give me another perception check.
Will this take my full action again?
No. This is just part. This is. You're in the room now. You're interacting. You're as invisible as he's invisible. Okay, so somewhere, I would say in the 4 squares near the wall, maybe the top 3 squares, somewhere in there.
So basically, let me create a little.
I'll do a little. Yeah, I'll point her somewhere in these 3 squares.
Oh, oops! I always forget how the square system works.
That's okay.
So basically, anywhere in. So basically, anywhere except for that bottom right square is what you're basically saying.
Exactly.
Okay.
See, it's either right in front of the opening, up in the corner, or just down a little bit from the opening.
Do I know if the spell needs line of sight? Because most spells do.
What spell?
The spell he cast to charm Bakai and to attempt to murder everyone.
It does. She was not invisible, though.
Okay, which square do I target with this? Since I don't have line of sight on him, I'm going to go ahead and try a blinding ray. I'm going to go right in the corner, like right in that top left. I'm going to fire directly in there.
Okay.
I can't target him with it specifically, so I'll just have to...
You just have to roll
it
and,
as
yep.
is. Yeah. Attack.
Okay.
Hopefully that hit,
Hopefully.
if he's there. And of course the 50% chance.
Yep, the mischance. I'll roll that. All right, if you hit, you hit. But did you hit?
It's a good question.
Anything else, Arthur?
That was my action.
You didn't get any. You didn't get any reaction. Didn't hear like a curse or.
Okay, did my spell effect hit the wall, or did it strike something? Or was the spell effect itself invisible?
I would say the spell effect's probably going to be invisible.
I'm gonna take no. I'll stay where I am. I'd rather not take a step forward in case it decides to stab me to death, and no one else will be able to see it happening. I'm gonna have to hope that I hit it. I'm just gonna have to hope. Let's see if it works.
Okay. Zed.
Okay, I put infernal healing on, so
Okay.
1 point each round. That's it for me.
All right. Luna, you can do a sense motive. You rolled high enough for the... you know that the murderous command spell only lasts for a round. So you know that Bukai is coming back to her senses.
Okay. Well,
Let me put invisible on you. That will give you an advantage to hit. If you are attacking. It is a hit. Kind of just clanks off his... you can see it now fully. I mean, beyond the glitter and everything, it's visible now. It just kind of clanks off the metal. You know, you're going to have to get a pretty good shot in like you did last time. Aevus, any thoughts?
Did I get an HP?
Yeah, you did. So you are stable.
Am I
Still
conscious?
dying.
You're in danger. You're at minus 12.
But I assume I am not conscious.
No,
Yeah, you are unconscious.
you are in desperate.
Then there's not much I can do.
I really hope
Can't heal myself.
Thought maybe you had a flashback scene that you might wanted to play out for us.
No.
Keeping it in your pocket,
Yes.
in your pocket ever since you made Avis.
No.
Okay.
Have one.
All right.
the druid targets very
Alright.
soon.
Well, what we'll do
I'm gonna
is
be really mad if they don't get this dagger back, though.
so Asami, and then what we'll do is I'll put a pin in it here, and we'll leave the tension. We've got a tight situation here, and then we'll bring the drama up right after the hop
Well,
in 2 weeks.
I am going to touch
Come on,
her.
you have to tell me if I blinded.
I'm going to cast a spell and 5-foot step and touch Avis. So,
Okay.
that's a cure.
Oh, that's a big cure.
Well, it didn't roll very well, but
Still, that's Avis comes.
Any positive hit points?
Avis comes around.
that beats the negative that I healed you with my weapon. You know.
And when you see the video, and you will see the video, yeah, you missed Arthur. You picked the wrong one. It's the one right below. It's the one right below it, and you'll hear that as soon as he goes to cast this next spell. Next round.
Figured.
So I have a move action left. I really
Yes.
don't. Can I?
I chose this.
I
I chose the
drag
square
her.
the mythological
That
sin.
would draw attack of opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So,
Would that draw opportunity from Avis? Is that not forced movement, or is forced movement not a thing in this system?
Yeah, it's it would be an AOO.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just. Can I put her shield like over her body?
Well, I have to wonder that if the AO happened, if I could use the spell reaction, but I just woke up, so.
Here,
Well, if
here's
you're
your-
conscious.
I'll use
Yeah,
my-
if you're
I move
conscious, you
back-
could definitely use a spell reaction for
I'll
sure.
use my move action to put her shield back in her hand where it belongs.
Okay.
Rather than maybe if you do use a shield, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have at least a shield to help you in case it attacks you again.
Do you want me to adjust your initiative down to 6, and you can act right now, Avis, to finish off the round
Yeah,
now that
yeah.
you're conscious? Okay. All right. Any other actions, Asami?
That's it for me.
Okay.
Except I pray. Does that count?
All right. Avis comes to.
I'm
Right
gonna
now,
fuck myself.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Channel, right?
Yeah, definitely
Or-
can.
Yeah.
I'm going to put
you go.
prone on you, though.
I'm
Which means you
fine
can-
being on the ground.
Yep, you can definitely fervor yourself.
How many do I want to do? I'll just do one. I'm gonna do two.
Double fervor.
Yes. See if I can roll well. Target myself. Don't target the metal man.
As much as Bakai loves this little underground area with all its frolics, Avis hates it.
Avis very much hates it.
Nice.
Avis hates this place.
maybe that's why the trickster Ninkable brought you here, because he knew you were going here.
I'll have to deal with him later.
All right.
Is getting up gonna draw an AOO?
Yes, getting up will draw an AOO.
I'm staying on the ground.
Staying on the ground. All right. And
I'll
I'll.
deal with it later.
All right. Excellent game, guys. I will see you in a couple of weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
See you.
Awesome.
Take care.
Night, everybody.
Right.